What is up, Galactic Senate? It is I, Big D, with the epitome of geekdom, and today I'm talking more about Star Wars The Force Awakens, coming December 18th to North America. 4,500 theaters are playing it. Actually, it might actually be going worldwide on that day, or at least most of the world's going to have it on that day. We're not 100% sure, but big movie, big projections. The hype machine is rolling, and it's going to be a big deal. So today, I'm going to get into some talk about what is going to be one of the main protagonists, I don't think just for this film, but for the entire sequel trilogy, and that is John Boyega's character, Finn. Now, before I continue, I'm just going to warn everybody, I am going to get into some spoilers, some possible spoilers about Finn on this episode. So if you don't want any spoilers, you have been warned. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, comment. I'm going to be bringing you tons of content on Star Wars. I'm looking to do at least 2 or 3 of these a week. Haven't really figured out the days yet, but if you subscribe, it'll pop up right in your feed. So I'm very, very excited. So let's talk about Finn. So Finn is the primary protagonist. Well, I think he's more... Him, Daisy Ridley, and Oscar Isaac are the 3 new heroes in Star Wars The Force Awakens and the sequel trilogy. Now, what do we know about Finn? Well, judging from all the materials, we know that Finn either is a stormtrooper or he, at some point in the film, masquerades as a stormtrooper. I don't believe that is the case. I believe that he is a stormtrooper. The scuttlebutt going around is that in the film, you know, it takes place 30 years after Return of the Jedi, and the Empire has been reformed as the First Order, and the rebels are now the Resistance. Well, what happens is, and those of you who may not know this, a lot of folks actually surprisingly don't know this. The hardcore Star Wars fans know, but a lot of people surprisingly have no idea. So a lot of folks assume that all the stormtroopers were clones. That is false. After Revenge of the Sith, it was determined that the stormtroopers were a better option than the clone troopers. The stormtroopers are actually humans. Now, from what I understand, some of the stormtroopers are clones, but the vast majority of them are not. And in the expanded universe, they explain that the clone troopers have what's called an inhibitor chip, which makes them loyal inside of their body. Well, once the chip malfunctions, they went AWOL. And then basically, from what I understand, it just became better and easier to train humans and draft people, just like any other country would, than to create clones. I guess maybe clones are very expensive. I mean, it sounds like they are. So by the time we get to this era, you know, 30 years after Jedi, 60 some odd years after the Clone War, or not 60, about 40, 45, something like that, after the Clone War. Well, no, if I do the math, it actually is like 60, 50 or 60. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to sit here and do the math. So by then, you know, I'm pretty sure the clones are all gone. I'm pretty sure it's all humans drafted in the military. And that's who Finn is. And what we understand happens in the film is he starts out as a stormtrooper. He sees that Kylo Ren is ruthless by slaughtering a number of villagers, and Finn can't handle it. Finn thinks that, you know, what have I done? What have I signed up for? Kind of like Luke Skywalker in a way, in that he's kind of in over his head. So he is going to be the new Luke. And I'm guessing his character arc is going to be that he starts off being a little, like, you know, apprehensive. And then by the end of episode 9, he's probably going to be just a badass. That's my guess. We'll see what happens. But so Finn, from what we understand, the film starts out with Finn and a group of stormtroopers going to a village to hunt down a lightsaber that was found by a villager. Oscar Isaac's character hides the lightsaber in BB-88. Finn, Kylo Ren starts to ruthlessly kill off villagers. Finn lets a few of them go, gets caught, and gets locked up in a Star Destroyer. And Finn and Oscar Isaac, which is Poe Dameron, they have to break out. So they do, on a TIE fighter. They break out and they land on Jakku, and that's where they end up meeting Daisy Ridley, and then we have our trio. So in the trailer, you can obviously see Finn and Daisy Ridley running away from some TIE fighters in a huge explosion. And I'm guessing that is Captain Phasma's forces who found him, because from what we understand, Captain Phasma has been put in charge of hunting down Finn. I do have another video on this channel where I talk about who Captain Phasma is, or who we think it is, and I'm pretty sure it is too. So Finn, John Boyega's character, is going to be around for all 3 of these movies, I'm pretty sure. I know for a fact that Daisy Ridley signed on to all 3. Boyega, I don't know. I haven't read that, but I'm guessing that he did. So he is going to be kind of the new Luke. Will he have a love interest? Not sure yet. Maybe Lupita Nyong'o. I don't know. It could be somebody else that hasn't been introduced yet. But I think that's where the story's going to go. And that's what we kind of know about Finn, is that it's almost one of those things where he got into the military and then realized that it was more barbaric than he thought, especially under the leadership of Kylo Ren. So there you go. That's kind of all we know right now. John Boyega is a very charismatic actor, so I know he's going to be able to pull this off. And I'm very excited about where this character is going to go. Will he save the day in this movie? We have the potential that it could be any of the 3 leads that save the day. Maybe all 3 of them, but we'll see. Anyway, subscribe, comment, spread the word, and I will keep bringing you more Star Wars content, among other things, on this channel. Thank you, and I hope you have a great day. May the Force be with you.